For you Walking Dead fans out there, I have got an exclusive interview that I am so excited to share with you. It is with Aliyah Royale, who stars in the upcoming series World Beyond, which is part of the Walking Dead universe. She plays Iris, which is one of the main characters. And wow, this show looks awesome. Whether you have been a fan of The Walking Dead for 10 years now, crazy to think, or you're looking to jump back in or start the show, this show is the perfect kicking off point for you. It is debuting this Sunday, October 4th, Sunday night on AMC. So check that out, and let's check out this interview with Aliyah. We talk everything from arcade cabinets and her love for Pac-Man, as well as the show and her dynamics with the other actors and actresses on set, how her show sister became almost a real life sister for her, which is super nice to hear. And also, could she survive a zombie apocalypse? And if she could have any character with her in the Walking Dead universe, who would it be? Let's take a look now. I hope you guys enjoy this interview, and I hope you check out The Walking Dead World Beyond this Sunday on AMC.
Oh my God, yes, I can.
I have too many toys back here.
I'm looking at the game.
Oh yeah, Street Fighter. It's like a little arcade cabinet. So major geeks in my house, my husband and I were like, we have to have this.
Oh my gosh. So when I lived in Michigan, it snows like year round there, so you can't leave the house. You have to find something to do. And that was before I moved to LA and could have a basement. Our basement was a game room, and the most famous like machine that I had was my Pac-Man machine. That and my slot machine. But yeah, I am so big on like collecting those like real games, like restoring them, buying them from a place that literally like just restored it. It's super vintage, so I love seeing that.
Do you have high scores on Pac-Man? Like, can you take on the best of the best?
I don't want to toot my own horn, but yes, the answer is yes. It's my mother's game. My game was always, what was it? Blackjack.
Mm-hmm.
That was always the one where I was like, I'll beat anyone any day. Like my entire family, we all had our game in this little game room that we had. The slot machine was also my game, but yeah, I the Pac-Man machine is an all-time favorite. It's rare to find something like that you can actually like that's full size that you can actually play.
Yeah, they're so fun. That's such a cool thing. I love hearing that you guys had that game room. That would have been really fun to grow up with for sure. So,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
well, thank you so much for chatting with me today. I'm so excited. I'm excited that you're joining the Walking Dead universe. And I mean, how exciting is it for you? Were you a fan before, and is this just kind of surreal?
It is 100% surreal. When the flagship show first aired, I had to be 8, maybe younger. Walkers were terrifying. That's the end all be all. Like I was mortified from the beginning. Out here we have Universal Studios Horror Nights, and the one maze that I never went through was the Walking Dead maze.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one year that the entire theme of the park was the Walking Dead, I didn't go. I can handle ghosts, ghouls, vampires, the girl from The Exorcist, all of that. The one thing that got me was walkers. So to get this audition across my desk and be like, oh, I'm not gonna get it, and then I got it and was shooting within a week.
And facing your fears of zombies, obviously.
Oh my God. It's, is it fear or am I just responsible? Am I just cautious? I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, first night on set, I could not avoid them. I had the rudest awakening into the Walking Dead universe.
Well, so you've gone through your boot camp, your training. Would you be able to survive a zombie apocalypse if it happened? Hopefully it doesn't. I don't think we can take that in 2020, but could you do it?
Man, November's coming. Yeah, I 100% could. Before I would have said no, but the weapons training really helped. Our stunt coordinators, we worked with all sorts of different kinds of weapons before we actually got our character weapons, and we did hand-to-hand combat, and that was really helpful, as well as just survival in terms of packing food, packing light.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could manage. The only thing that would still affect me in the apocalypse is spiders. I don't do spiders, which is weird because I had like a pet tarantula when I was younger. But the tinier the spider, the scarier it is. And there was one moment on set where we were just moving things around, like, because we have campgrounds, we're in the woods, and they picked up this like thing of sticks. They moved it to the side a little bit, and as they set it down for like 3 seconds, we were good, and we were like, huh, guess nothing was in there. And the next moment, at
Oh,
least, I'm not even trying to exaggerate, like 500 spiders just came
no.
shooting out of all sides of these sticks, and it was like literally as they were picking them up, nothing came out of it. Nature's scary.
They all came out at once. Well, you kind of mentioned this with your training and everything, but your character Iris lives on the campus colony. Can you talk a little bit about like growing up there, your character Iris? What kind of things did she learn? She grew up in this world that had
Right.
walkers or, empties.
We grew up, we call it the night the sky fell. That's the night the apocalypse happened. And from that moment on, we found safety at the campus colony, and have been living there, sheltered there ever since. It's a very self-sustaining community. We have food, we have energy, we have water. There's no reason to leave. And we have each other, I suppose. Um, Hope and Iris lose someone very important to them the night the sky fell. And from that moment on, they decide we're not going to lose anyone else. And then when that looks like that might happen again, that's when we decide we could stay in here and be sheltered and safe for the rest of our lives, or we could be a part of this undead world and see what it's really about. And that's what we decide to do. It's a tough decision to make when you're a young adult. It's this borderline thought of like, oh, are they just being rebellious? They're just tired of being in this confined space. But when you really learn about these characters and get into their stories, you see it's so much more deeper than that. There's just, if you just think about it, you could stay in a safe place for the rest of your life, or you could return to the world and see if you can either make it better than what it was, or just do your part. And I think that's a really powerful story to tell.
It truly is. Yeah, I can't wait to watch the show yet. I haven't seen anything yet, so I'm waiting until Sunday night. But with the kids, I've watched panels and things, so I'm excited. With the kids that you're going on this adventure with, really, is it a unique group of friends? Did they know each other? Did they all get thrown into the situation together somehow, like an unlikely crew?
It's I would say it's more of an unlikely crew. I mean, we knew of each other in classes, we study together, and we see each other in the halls. My closest relationship was to my sister for sure. But Silas, the gentle giant, ends up becoming a really important relationship for Iris. Elton, played by Nicholas Cantu, becomes really important for Hope's character. Hope and I are like, we're leaving. And we know that you know the way out. So show us the way out. And they're like, actually, we're coming with you though. And it's interesting from there on. The group, we fit right in with each other. It's like we were friends the whole time.
Hmm. Well, and so your sister Hope, I saw in the Comic Con at Home panel, you were talking, it sounds like you guys are friends in real life and maybe hung off, during set and things like that. Are you guys still tight?
The tightest that you could possibly be. I mean, uh, we're sisters. That's just it. The Walking Dead bonded us for life in a way that you don't you don't always experience as an actor. I mean, to be two young female leads leading an entire series together, like that's a big deal. And there's a lot of pressure. And we helped each other get through it. Alexa's my rock, and she always will be, and I'll always be grateful for her because Iris doesn't exist without her.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see you guys' show dynamics because it seems like the sisters are polar opposites too, but they balance each other. They like couldn't have one without the other kind of.
Right, exactly. We definitely take on each other's qualities throughout the show. The moments where Hope is supposed to be the mischievous one, she's more cautious, and I'm like, "Hey, let's blow stuff up." It definitely changes the dynamic, but we're better together. We're stronger together.
So The Walking Dead at large, it's been on for 10 years, which is crazy in itself. For fans who, that's a lot of time. Some have started, some have seen different parts. Is this the world beyond the perfect jumping in point for them again? If they've, missed some things, is this the perfect way to get back into the universe?
World Beyond is going to be great for anyone who's seen the flagship series for the reason that we have little Easter eggs. Any questions that were posed, especially about that 3-ringed helicopter that took Rick off. You know, we present some answers as well as some non-answers because it's a TV show. But if you're just brand new into the Walking Dead universe, World Beyond is a great place to start.
Awesome. Well, my final question, if you are going to be facing zombies, you can take 2 Walking Dead characters from any of the shows. Who do you want by your side?
Rick and Michonne.
That's who I was gonna pick. That's who I would have picked. Okay, I'm coming with you.
I always say that my favorite character is Negan because I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan in that role. But yeah, I think Iris, Michonne, and Rick, we'd be a killer trio.
I'd like to see that show for sure.
I want to see that show,
right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Aliyah, so much for chatting with me. I'm so excited to check out the show. I hope you enjoy watching it and the fans of The Walking Dead. And thank you so much for chatting with me.
Thank you. It was awesome talking to you. I can't wait for October 4th, 10 p.m.
Gosh, it's gonna be here soon.
So close.
You got this.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.